No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put total letter to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Making side adjustments here. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, they're able to hit the corner. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These 2 guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. got it in the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, South Carolina. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25. Line gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. At the 45, on his way. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to the ground game on the left. Nice move there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We've got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads it downfield. He got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that route. Nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this with. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Because even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you could.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make him.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and we've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. And the ball pops jumps out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down to the 21.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good...
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Gibson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Ball has hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 35, Texas, 17.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24.
South Carolina, 35, Texas.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they've got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here, get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some fresh air. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Hands it off. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down.
When you're a defense, you want to get that guy on the move, get him uncomfortable. Nice job getting the quarterback outside the pocket and not letting him throw it away. Getting to him, getting him on the ground, creating a negative play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now this defense has no answer for him.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Sellers. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Now I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hardy. No, he got one. Just keeps moving. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but
he's loose on the left. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas. 34.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Slides away. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Ran through the contact. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They do.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Give to the running back. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Might as well give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and the ball's incomplete.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point, to make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sellers. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Rush is on him. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays, and these guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.